Fashion. It's a canvas of expression, a dynamic art form that evolves with time. In Nigeria, fashion is experiencing a renaissance, blending traditional elegance with modern flair, creating styles that captivate and inspire. At the forefront of this fashion revolution is Chigozie Victoria, a visionary fashion designer, creative director, and the dynamic brand owner of Toria Stitches in Lagos, Nigeria. Chigozie's journey from a biochemistry graduate to a fashion icon is a statement to the power of creativity and passion. Born and raised in Imo State, Chigozie's vibrant personality and innate creativity set her apart. After earning her degree in biochemistry from Caleb University, she followed her true calling in the world of fashion, where her extroverted nature and innovative spirit could truly shine. Toria Stitches is more than just a fashion brand. It is a celebration of Nigerian heritage and contemporary style. Each piece, crafted under Chigozie's direction, is a work of art reflecting her deep commitment to quality and creativity. Chigozie's faith is a cornerstone of her journey. A devout Christian, she puts God first in everything she does, finding strength and inspiration in her faith as she navigates the bustling fashion industry. Toria Stitches has quickly become a name synonymous with elegance and innovation, drawing admiration from fashion enthusiasts across Nigeria and beyond. Victoria's designs are not just clothing. They are statements of identity, confidence, and cultural pride. Discover the magic of Toria Stitches, where tradition meets modernity and fashion becomes a vibrant tapestry of expression and grace. Join us as we speak to Chigozie Victoria.
I'm the creative director and owner of Toria Stitches. I'm a couture designer based in Lagos, Nigeria, and here is one of my designs, and I'm also wearing one of my designs too. Toria Stitches, I started Toria Stitches brand in 2019, and the journey so far has been great. It has been a lot of success, roller coasters, challenges, beautiful dresses, beautiful women wearing my brand. It's an honor. Okay, so when I started Toria Stitches, really, I didn't like it. I didn't want to be very honest. And I was a fresher, done with secondary school as at 2018. So I started fashion as joblessness, idleness, just go to this place and just while away your time. Okay, that's what my mom told me at the time. And I started off like that. And my passion grew for it because I could style myself, I could design myself, and that was the greatest thing for me at the time. The journey has been so awesome, so beautiful, but there are some challenges we face in the fashion industry that a lot of people might not, or a lot of designers might not come to talk about. And one of them is funding as an upcoming designer. Yeah, if you don't have the support, the financial support that you might want to push your dreams and the talents that you have, and God, it might be so slow for you. You might not even go so far. You might break down. You might not even want to do it anymore, because there are a lot of people that started fashion and then they will just come and say, no, I can't do this anymore. Fashion designing is considered as a cheap business to some people. A lot of people believe that fashion designing, you cannot buy a car, you can't buy a house. But now fashion designing is evolving and we are here to stay. We're taking our ground. Another challenge that we face in the fashion industry is the competition, and working with some particular kinds of clients. Being an entrepreneur in Nigeria is not very easy. From the cost of fuel, cost of production, and lighting, and sourcing fabrics. When you get an order, the challenges that come with it is amazing just because you're an entrepreneur in Nigeria. When you give your prices, Nigeria will just tell you, okay, just they play. So with all that, if you're able to scale up as a fashion designer in Nigeria, really kudos to me, kudos to you if you're a designer too. So well, that's one of the challenges that I face in the fashion industry. Really, it's something, but I know that it gets better with time. Being a fashion designer has been so amazing too, because I can remember the times when I really didn't have enough resources, and I still pushed my brand so well. And in 2022, I remember when I won my first sewing machine, industrial. That was it for me, when the judges just saw my dresses and they were like, oh my God, this is so creative. You could check it out on my page. It was so nice. The team I had was NSAS. I created a dress with a painting of NSAS. I created a Christmas costume. It was really amazing. And then whenever people get to wear my dresses, they know that they're actually wearing something so beautiful, something so different, something so amazing. So really the competition at the time for me was amazing that I actually won. I could remember Vicky James Gala too. A lot of stories really that just make me feel like, yes, you are on the right track, baby girl. Keep going.
Hello, Victoria.
Hello, sir.
I'm so glad to have you on this session.
Thank you, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
I love your dress.
Thank you.
I have one question though. How do you maintain it? And how do you dry clean it?
That's a very good question. A lot of people do ask me that. So dry cleaning couture dresses, really, they are not so hard because you wear them once in a while, to that one event. So when you're done with the dress, you take it to the dry cleaners. They know what to do. And if you want to dry clean your dress yourself, I don't really advise that because of the stones and appliques and the entire designs and everything. But if you really feel like, oh, I can dry clean my dress myself, you don't squeeze it. You use very mellow, soapy water, to just soak it in. You don't squeeze. Even if you're gonna squeeze, you could use toothbrush if there are stains to remove. You don't just start.
That's a lot of work.
Doing this. This is going to destroy your dress, and you don't want your dress to be ruined.
I've sent a shirt to a dry cleaner once that destroyed it. So I'm wondering how many dry cleaners actually know how to maintain this kind of dress.
Yeah, there are not a lot because they put inside the washing machine, and when it's rolling like that, it's just getting all the dresses. Not all know how to dry clean these dresses.
Wow.
I have a few that know how to.
Quite interesting.
Yes, sir.
So how has business been?
It's been God all the way.
Wow.
Yes, His grace, His kindness, His generosity, because being a fashion designer and entrepreneur in Lagos, Nigeria, that's something. Of course, you understand what I mean?
I do. I actually totally do, because even if you have superstars as clients, it doesn't mean that they will pay you when they're supposed to pay you, right?
Yes. It doesn't mean. So really, you think, oh, I'm working with a celebrity, so they're gonna, some of them don't, let me put it out there, some of them don't even pay.
At all?
Yes, some of them come with the, you should be glad you're working with me because you're an upcoming designer. You're not very popular. So you're not popular. Most times when it comes to fashion designing, some people don't even look at the quality of the job. Some, especially the celebrities, they like to look more on, oh, you have 100,000 followers.
Oh.
Yes, so I can tag you and say I made this dress so expensive and all of that. So it's a lot in the fashion industry.
I can imagine. That leads me to my next question.
Yes.
How do you do your marketing?
Okay. Really, digital marketing, I don't have a lot of idea about how it works, to be honest. But, I use Facebook, Instagram, the idea of running ads that I don't even think it works that well.
It works actually.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Basically, it's always referrals that market me out there.
Referrals?
Yes, like once I make a dress for someone, everyone wants to, where did you make that? I would like to make that too. That's what really works for me most of the time.
Wow, interesting. So your business is built right now solely on referrals?
Yes.
So if you find a way of augmenting it with a bit of marketing, your business will just skyrocket.
That would be great. That would be nice.
Right?
Yes.
Because I love the way what's this thing called?
It's a structure.
Okay, your structure is standing
Yes.
with the stones.
Yeah.
I love the dress behind me,
Yes.
and I can imagine how beautiful it will look on video. So I'm
Thank
sure
you.
if it's well packaged, if a company like WorkPal or like ABS should help you package an ad and they push it out, I can imagine the kind of traction it will get.
That's a great idea. I would like to.
Yeah, so it may not have worked in the past, but I think it is something that you should definitely consider. Now, let's talk about costs, expenses, which is mostly the
Yes,
headache of small businesses.
Yeah.
How do you finance your operations?
Yeah, okay. For financing my a lot of expenses come impromptu some of the time, but the first thing when it comes to cost as a fashion designer, do not underprice what you're making. If you actually give the right price for what you're making and the kind of customers that you have, you would be able to finance your operations like smoothly. And you should have accounts. I have an account of how I calculate everything, from how many customers on a regular I get, and what it takes to run the business, fuel, running lights, running, workers, paying my workers too, all of these costs, materials, keeping the machines good and okay and all of that. So at least I check on all of these things right now every six months. Like my machines, because the cost of machines right now is crazy, you know how it is. So financing my operations, basically, I do that when I know what it is, when I actually calculate. I'll literally sit down for hours on end calculating, okay, this is this is that, so that I can grow. Growth is a must, even though it's not so easy, because some people believe, oh, you're a fashion designer, how do you want to grow? How do you want to grow? Because being an entrepreneur in the first place is not so easy. That you're a fashion designer, you're a tailor. A lot of people, okay, tailor. How is a tailor going to do this? How are you going to be able to afford some kinds of luxury of life? Because obviously you're a tailor. But I believe if you actually know, like I know what I can do. I know what I do. So I do not go ahead to just underprice myself, because that's the first mistake that can happen. It's going to ruin a lot of financing for you, and you might not give the exact value that you should.
I agree with you. I think the exercise you did where you actually sat down to take an inventory of your costs,
Yes.
and every cost outside of your clothing process is actually very valuable. Now, my next question is, in months where you don't have other clients, how do you pay salaries? Because that's a common issue with fashion designers.
Well, we actually don't pray for months when we don't have clients.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
chaos.
Chaos. I can see it in your face.
Months where you don't have clients. How do you want to run a lot of things? How do you want to run the business? yeah, it's a challenge too, especially with up and coming designers. If you feel like you're not there yet where you have customers regularly, I don't see why you should have workers that you cannot pay. That's the truth.
So your workers are contract staff that they only come in when there's a job to do.
Yes, I have workers that just they come in to work, and I have tailors. So paying your tailors should not be an issue. Like I said, it's really God that runs this fashion design thing, because you can't say that, oh, you know, customers will come in every time. Yeah, there are days where customers will not come in, but then really you just have to pay. You just have to pay no matter what. And I think that's where something about marketing comes in. For me, it's referrals, and it has been working. I don't know. When I make a dress for someone, they're like, okay, I really, really do want this, you know. And it's been good, because if not for God, really, I would also be singing, there's no customer. How am I going to pay my staff?
I can imagine. Now, let's talk about more exciting things right now.
Yes.
How do you get your inspirations?
Inspiration, really. It just comes.
Just comes like that.
It just comes like that, really. I check for trending designs so that I see, but at the end of the day, really, I just like to put one or two together in my head. Okay, this is what I want this to look like. This is, okay, do we want something like a structure? Do we want something that is flowing down here? You know, I just really figure it all in my head.
So do you figure it in your head before seeing the person, or you see the person and then you imagine what will look good on the person?
I have to see the person first, because different personalities with different styles of dressing.
Oh, personalities also matter.
Yeah, personalities also matter, because let's say you're making a dress for a bride that is Hausa. Are you going to make something like this for her? You're not going to do that. She was not going to like that. She's a bride. You know, Hausa have this thing where they have to be all covered. So when you meet with the client and you have consultation with your client, she's obviously going to tell you what she wants to look like. So you're the one that will now, when you people have the conversation, you rub minds together. Okay, this is what I think. This is what you think. This, and then you come up with something great. And if she likes it, you go with it.
I've worked with different brands of fashion designers for over the years, for a very long time, right? And one common conversations that we always have is why bespoke are not ready to wear.
Okay.
So I'm putting that to you.
Yeah, why bespoke? Yeah, bespoke is not ready to wear.
No, I mean, like, why are you doing bespoke and not, why are you not doing it ready to wear?
Ready to wear. That's their choice, so. Because me, I'm doing everything.
You're doing everything?
I'm doing ready to wear. I'm doing bespoke for men, for female.
Oh, you do men too?
Yes.
So if you're going to style me now, how will you style me?
Okay, looking at you right now, I'm looking at a very, very nice kaftan.
Oh, what color?
Okay, let's go with a dark shade of green, olive green. Yeah, it'll look good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I actually assume that you only style women, so.
Oh no, I do everything. Ready to wear, really, that's what people don't know. It sells more because they can wear it all the time. They can wear it to that casual events, you know, they can wear it, they can style it differently. Couture dresses are for once in a while. Ready to wear really is for, you can wear it over and over and over. So if you're making it ready to wear, the person can wear again depending on where they're going to. So ready to wear, it sells more in the markets. If you produce a custom ready to wear, let's say this is a custom design and it's ready to wear, and you make about 1 piece or 2 pieces and you advertise it to people, and then you notice that people really like that custom. If you can sell more than 200, 500, you know, in a month, you make more money. So why don't people make ready to wear?
Okay. I'm very pleased to hear that you actually do both because most fashion designers either swing towards bespoke or they swing towards ready to wear. So you actually do both and you do both very well.
Yeah, I have pages for ready to wear for men, for ready to wear for female, for children, for couture, for bridal.
Wow. Yeah. You're obviously a very busy woman.
By God's grace.
Wow, interesting. Okay. So how many staff do you have?
Okay, I have my creative director. That's just him. Then I have tailors. I have about 2 tailors that work with me. And I have production assistant. Okay, she assists and the pattern drafter. So that's about just 6 of us right now.
6.
Yeah, those are the staff I can afford.
Actually, in terms of small business, that's a lot. As in, for you to be able to actually pay 6 people every month, you are a powerhouse.
And 1 intern,
that's really,
sorry.
Well, you are really a powerhouse. 6 people salary every month. Believe me, how do they say it? You're doing very well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now let's talk about money now. Have you at any time had to go to the bank for loan?
I almost did once.
Okay, because I was going to ask you what your experience is, and if you have any question on how to go about it.
I actually do, because fashion designing needs money to push it further. Talking about marketing, it's a lot of costs, really.
Maybe not.
Don't you think? Maybe not. If that's not the case, then I'll be so happy, because I've seen a lot of digital marketers come to me that they want to work with me, and then the budget is like...
Well, from the little I know about marketing for fashion designers, it is more about your brand. So you actually have to sell your products. And it takes time, though, because you need to devote a bit of time to it yourself to actually push your product out. Obviously, you can be your own model. So as in, you just push it. You ride on trends. But the question now is, based on your line of work, it is very difficult for you to be up to date with trends, which is the main challenge, and which is what makes having somebody who does it full time easier, because that's what they do. In fact, if they miss a trend, you tend to query them.
Yes,
so it is
right
the opposite of you not even having time to even follow trend. Absolutely. Yeah, but since the